Aaron Rodgers was on Pat McAfee on Thursday and dropped, I wouldn't say a bombshell, but kind of pulled the curtain back in regards to his last interaction or encounter with the Jets. The new head coach, Aaron Glenn, the GM. This was before he actually got officially released. Every time that there's a coaching change and a new regime, if there's a quarterback that's there, there's an evaluation period that goes there where they have a conversation. Am I going to be a part of the future of this team or am I not? And sometimes they get retained. Most times they end up going in another direction. So Aaron Rodgers says that he got on a plane and decided to come cross country to come speak to Aaron Glenn and the GM. He said when he got here, Aaron Glenn didn't really talk to him as soon as he got there. He then scattered out of the room, according to Aaron Rodgers, got the GM. Aaron Rodgers and the GM start to chop it up a little bit. They're talking about something, and then Aaron Glenn kind of reaches over or leans over, and this is all Aaron Rodgers saying this. And he said that Aaron Glenn asked him, does he want to play? Does he want to be a quarterback? Does he want to play quarterback? He's just like, yeah, of course I want to play quarterback. And Aaron Glenn then says, oh, we're moving in another direction. So Aaron Rodgers kind of like, all right, okay, like, so we're not having a nuanced, detailed conversation. This is just it. Then he proceeds to ask Aaron Rodgers, well, how do you want this to be released? And he was just like, I don't give a fuck how this is released.
What?
Release how you want to release it, but like, you could have called me for this.
That's what it sounds like.
Like, you literally let me come all of this way to do this? That's nasty work.
That don't make no sense.
So then it started to get contentious. Aaron Rodgers was like, bro, you don't know me. He's like, oh, well, Aaron Glenn said, well, I don't want people to start looking at you while I'm, taking this or delivering this message. And he's like, why would you think that I would try to like show you up in your room to undermine you? I'm not gonna do that. Like, who the hell do you think I am? Aaron Glenn then responds, well, who do you think I am? He's like, I don't know who you are. And that's why I'm here, so we can be able to have a sit-down conversation and discuss things. You had other plans. So that was it, right? 10, 15-minute conversation with a Hall of Fame quarterback. So here's my response to this. And a lot of Jets fans, I talked to some people today, and they're like, listen, I have PTSD. I'm numb to certain things. I just want to see how this team responds. I want to see what happens. I have an open mind to what's going on. So if they're going to clean house, if they're going to do this, whatever. Like, it is what it is. I understand that sentiment. I am on the other side of things, though, because Aaron Glenn is a new head coach. I understand that he wants to implement his way of doing things. He wants to be the guy. He wants to be the voice. He wants to be the boisterous head coach that is the disciplinarian. Cool. You want to be that guy. You want to be that rah-rah guy. That's fine. But there's a level of respect that you have to give to a legendary Hall of Fame quarterback. Right. I don't care how Aaron Rodgers is perceived. I don't care what stories you've heard. I don't care what issues you probably had with Aaron Rodgers or issues that you've had with people that know Aaron Rodgers that you might have an issue with, and there's some other personal vendetta that you might have, allegedly, right? You still have to have some type of decorum as a head coach. You're no longer a coordinator anymore. Right. You're not just some guy that's in the organization. You're the head coach. Handle it with dignity and respect. Don't disrespect him like that. Because for me, what it sets up is that it sets Aaron Glenn up for failure. Just make sure, if you're going to handle Aaron Rodgers like that, just make sure you don't go 3-14.
Right.
Just make sure that you actually have a team that looks like they're either making the playoffs, they're going to make the playoffs, or they're very close to have the building blocks to make the playoffs. Because if you have a shit season, you will be the first thing smoking. And we all know what ends up happening to black head coaches when they don't meet expectation or exceed the expectation.
Right.
So go ahead and go do this if you want to, and think that your job is safe. No coach's job is safe, especially when you look like Aaron Glenn.
And you're in New York.
And you in New York. So you want to go ahead and go have Justin Fields out there? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and have the guy that nobody wanted. Chicago got rid of him.
That's true.
Then he went to Pittsburgh, right? Played a couple of games. And then you know what Pittsburgh said? Yes, you know that Russ guy. You know that Russ guy's coming back. Thank you.
Yeah.
But we're going to go with Mr. Unlimited. We're going to go with that guy. So you couldn't win the job there for a guy that was hurt. And you were playing well. So now you're on the Jets. Right? Now you're on the Jets. You still haven't proved to me that you can throw you can throw the ball. You can run. Haven't seen you throw it yet. So that's my thing. You want to go ahead and attach your wagon to that horse?
That's true.
Good luck. Good luck. That's all I'm saying. I'm optimistic, but I don't like the way they handle this. It's disrespectful, and this is not the way you handle a quarterback. You wouldn't do this with Peyton Manning. You wouldn't do this with Tom Brady. You wouldn't do this with guys like Brett Favre. You wouldn't do it to anybody that's considered a great all-time legend. Why do it to Aaron?
And another thing you said, he's a head coach now. He made that move like a coordinator.
Yeah.
That's what that really sounds like.
Still behaving like one.
Still behaving like one.
Still behaving like one. You see, a lot of dudes, when they get the title of head coach, you have to kind of learn on the job.
Yeah.
You have to learn on the fly. But when you come into it, it's like you coming into a job, right? And you just either got the position or maybe you just got promoted. The next time somebody sees you, we gonna fix this up. We gonna change this around. We gonna take this chair out. We gonna put it.
Right.
People gonna look at you like, who is this guy?
Yo, that is how you move it in the organization.
Yeah. We gonna take this table out. We gonna put. They're gonna look at you like, bro. Make sure that you know what you're doing. Make sure that you actually know your job, because if you mess up, the first time you start messing up, we on your ass.
You making me want to watch the Jets this season.
Yo.
I want to see what happens.
That's my problem here, is that, dude, like, you need to relax.
Yeah.
I say it all the time. That's one of my favorite lines. You need to relax, because the way you moving, you would think that you Bill Belichick. You ain't Bill Belichick. You ain't got that nice BYT that he got with him. You ain't got that nice BYT that he got with him. You ain't got that. Right? You got and he got 7 rings.
Right.
Or whatever the hell it is, right? No, you don't move like Bill. Don't do that.
You got to earn that.
You got to earn that. Like, what makes you think that you could be? But you know what? You know why you can be able to stomp in here like that? Because it's the Jets.
Yeah.
Because it's the Jets.
The history.
That's the sad part. You could not go to Green Bay behaving like this. No. They look at you like, there's the door. There's the door. Going to New England, you see what they did to Gerard Mayo? Get the hell out.
Right.
Get the hell out. So I'm saying, make sure that you win. Because if you don't win, I'm going to be here. And I'm going to be breaking the news that they kicked your ass out the door after a 3-14 season. That's all I'm saying.